after a lot of
All
vacation.
right, good evening, everybody. It's a joint meeting of D.P.W. Subcommittee and the Town Council, Monday, January 22nd, 2024, 6 p.m. here in the Veterans Room. Call to order. Councilor Daniel.
Here.
Councilor Shenier.
Here,
Mr. Lazo.
Present.
And I'm present, so we have 4. And Mr. Cody is not here.
And delivered his packet to his house, so. I told him, he probably forgot.
Very nice. All right, number 3, approved minutes of January 3rd, 2024.
so moved. Second,
Questions, discussion?
I think was I in that one?
No, this is a really quick one too. I don't even, actually I gotta change those.
Because I'll abstain from voting on that.
I gotta change the time on that too.
I missed
Should
one,
change
yeah.
that time. Just realized. Yeah, it's probably 6:15. I don't remember. I'm going on. Anyways, all right. All those in favor?
so moved.
Opposed?
I abstained.
Okay.
I think I was not in that last meeting.
3-0-1. Okay, very well. Number 4, review, discuss town manager's appointment of Peter Preventure
So moved.
Junior.
Junior. as maintenance man. Thanks, guys. Maintenance man, equipment operator, as recommended by the D.P.W. director, effective immediately pending successful completion of medical screening at state ethics. Entertain a motion to.
I'll
approve.
make that motion.
Second,
Very well. Mr. Town Manager.
So this recommendation, obviously, Rich's apologies, he is on vacation this week, so he is way out of state. So I'm covering for him as best I can. Peter Preventure is the son of Peter Preventure, our operations manager. Rich has interviewed him and he's also gone through human resources. He has prior experience with hydraulics and working for a construction company. As you know, we're still shorthanded approximately 3 to 4 positions as maintenance man, equipment operator. And we recommend that we appoint him to fill that position.
Very well. Discussion. Anyone? Council Marquetti.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, through you. Does he have all the qualifications that were posted online? Class B, CDL license, everybody class license is mandatory.
Well, we have hired individuals that do not have that CDL license right now, but you're gonna give them a year to
Right.
complete that training.
Yeah, usually give me a year.
Yeah, we give him a year to complete that training. He does have hydraulics and construction. He's qualified for the position. He was vetted solely by Rich, and Rich has submitted quality individuals. It's not just because he's Peter's son. He is qualified for the position.
Any other discussion? All those in favor? 4. Number 5, review, discuss the town manager's appointment of Jason Desmarius. I'm saying that right, apologize if I'm not. As temporary snow plow operator, as recommended by the D.P.W. director, effective immediately pending successful completion of the state ethics. Entertain a motion.
Make that motion.
Okay.
can I go back to that Peter Preventure after?
Sure. Yeah.
Has he got a Mass license or a Florida license?
This says he has a Florida license, but I'll verify if he's going to switch over to the Mass. I'm sure he is.
Right, okay,
Yeah.
if you could, 'cause
I just saw that
Right.
as myself, and I had a question on it, so I'll double check.
all right, so I'll second the other motion.
All right. Okay, discussion, Mr. Town Manager?
In order to do gather up some of our temporary snowplow operators, Jason works currently for Veolia in the sewer department. He would just work similar to what we did with Mr. Nicola, who works for Veolia, and will plow during those hours that he is not employed with the sewer department. Because we do not have the same agreement that we do with the water company, where the water company individuals will plow with the town with their trucks. We're currently working on some things with Veolia, but this would be a driver from Veolia that would then come work for us.
Okay. Anything else? All those in favor? Okay. Number 6, review, discuss transfer request of $11,200 from 420000.
Five,
Yeah,
three,
53000.
000.
Couldn't see all those zeros in there.
What's your class?
6 4. No, I can't. 6450 WFP Polymer Station upgrade to 42000580000645536.
WFP.
WF
Water filtration plant.
Yep. Polymer Station. Thank you, Councilor Shenier. construction to fund water filtration facility polymer feed system upgrade. Entertain a motion.
So moved.
Second.
Thank you.
Mr. Chair, if I may, items 6, 7, and 8 are all related to the same agenda item, the water filtration. Steve Gregoire from Whitewater is here to discuss those items. Did go out to bid. It was previously, the town council had appropriated $250,000 for this project. Went out to bid. Low bid came in at the $277,700. So there's 2 transfers from within water department funds to make sure that we can complete this project. If there's any questions, I'll defer to Mr. Gregoire.
Any discussion on this? Councilor Marquetti?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, through you. So, as you said, we set aside, the D.P.W. subcommittee last year, we set aside $250,000 for this.
Right.
Tie-in bond, $50,000 of it was for engineer, tie-in bond got the job to $38,500.
Right.
So that leaves $11,500.
Right, and that money's being transferred from that engineering cost to go towards the construction cost.
$11,200.
There was a certain amount of money was allocated also for advertisement of the bid. That's what the other couple $100 in the newspapers.
Okay, thank you.
Very well. Any other discussion? We're just gonna go on number 6. So, any other discussion on 6? Very well. All in favor? Opposed? 7, you discuss a motion to award water filtration facility polymer feed system upgrade to Dankris Builders Corporation with a base bid and alternates for $277,700 to the fund to be funded from 420000580000645536 WFP polymer station upgrade. Entertain a motion.
So moved.
Second.
Okay.
If I may, there's actually a typo in the agenda item, the amount. The low bid amount was actually $227,700, not $277,700.
Yeah,
Very well.
We need
sorry
to-
about that.
do we have to do it?
It's just a friendly
We'll just
amendment.
change it.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. So that instead of 277, it's gonna be 227.
$227,700, correct.
Got it, okay. Discussion. Councilor Marquetti?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, through you, why would you do the 227.7 when they recommended 214.6?
We had done, not knowing what the prices were gonna be, we had 2 alternate bids, for a better version of the concrete mount where the pumps are gonna go, the new pumps, and to clean up a lot of old, electrical systems that aren't needed. The base bid was to leave some of that in place in case we didn't have the funds, to give us some flexibility on this end. So we went with the 2 alternates.
But Ty and Bond must have known about these other things, and yet they still recommended 214. So the question is, why would you wanna go more than what they're recommending?
They had recommended base bid.
Right.
If we don't do base bid, we're gonna have, like I said, some old electrical conduits and other stuff in the way for future work. We wanted to get it out of the way now, was our opinion,
Okay.
but we'll the council on that.
Okay. Anything else?
Yep.
Go ahead.
Thank you, Mr. Chair, through you. Is that the big tank, the big white tank with the pad that needs to be rebuilt, or am I thinking of something else?
No, you're thinking something else. This is our polymer station building. It's a chemical feed station.
Mhm.
And we've done some piloting a few years ago on alternate chemicals. And since then, we've been running on a temporary system that we actually built in-house to pump a second polymer that we found out worked really well with our system. This is actually gonna build a permanent system within our polymer station, get the whole area upgraded to feed. Not only did we add an additional polymer, but we had changed our existing polymer to work better with our filter units. And this particular polymer likes to be fed what they call neat. And currently we feed in a polymer solution. So we'd be taking out our solution tanks and putting in scales for the new polymer to be fed pure, and then a new pump rack, because they're much lower dose pumps. They're almost medical grade pumps that they're gonna install to feed this polymer pure.
So you get a better distribution of polymer, more efficient,
That's what the bench testing and all the scale testing suggested, yes.
so it's more efficient and less costly.
Right.
Any other discussion?
Thank you, Mr. Chair.
All right. All's in favor? Opposed? Okay, 4-0. Alright, number 8, review, discuss, transfer request for $16,500 from 610450583009125 water capital reserve to 4200580000645536 WFP Palmer station upgrade under the construction to fund water filtration facility Palmer feed system upgrade. Entertain a motion.
So moved.
Thank you.
Second.
Thank you. Town manager or Steve?
And this amount just represents the delta between the 200 we had appropriated, the 11.5 you just voted in, that represents the balance to get us to the 227,700.
questions, Jack?
So, yeah, go ahead.
Jack, how come we can't group this as one item since they're coming out of the same funds?
Well, the water capital and they're coming out of different funds, but they're coming out of separate water capital funds.
It says 91,250, and the other one is 91,250.
643,536.
Right.
That's all okay.
436.
It's going into a different fund.
Yes.
They're all
Okay.
coming
Going into
together
the
in
same fund.
Yeah, okay, I understand now.
Okay. Should we put the 8 on top of 7?
It should, yeah, kind of.
Alright.
uh,
I'll take a
I
look at
had
the town
left-
council meeting, or
Yeah.
town council agenda.
Yeah.
Maybe we just switch it up like that.
We
please.
could,
Yeah, okay. Alright. Any discussion?
I
Go
think
ahead. Go
honestly,
ahead.
on the town council agenda, they were trying to keep all the transfers together, all the,
Oh,
you
okay.
have to think about. And I had left to go to the conference, I wasn't able to think about switching that. At the time, we had approved the agenda items with the chair and the vice chair, but didn't realize that the groupings were the way they were.
Okay. Alright. Anything else? All's in favor? Number 9, review, discuss transfer request for $38,254 from 6104505.
Skip one, am I missing one? Skip 8?
No,
No,
we
we
already
just
did,
did it.
we just did it. Mhm. Reviewed the $38,254 from 610450583009125 water capital reserve to 610450300024580 water systems capital to cover costs associated with the emergency water main breaks which occurred on November 25th of last year, 2023. Entertain a motion.
So moved.
Second.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
As you're aware, we had water main breaks, and this is why we have a reserve account, in order to, unanticipated costs. This is unanticipated, and we need to cover the cost.
Discussion.
Was this related to the accident they had on Worcester Street?
Was this the
It was the accident.
So,
Just to clear up any confusion people may have, because there are some misnomers about what happened that night. There was an accident that took out a telephone pole
Right.
right around Vinton Street. When National Grid came in to replace the pole, they began to auger in to replace the pole, and there's a rumor going around that they hit the water main because it was mismarked. That wasn't true. There was actually, when they put that main in the ground, they didn't do a very good job of using backfill material, and the auger from National Grid hooked a gigantic sharp boulder and punched it through the side of our asbestos cement water main pipe that's on 169. So the main was 2 feet behind the pole. It was accurately marked out, and just that, you know, the auger for those poles are pretty large. It hooked that rock and just drove it right through the main. The resulting pressure surging that happened because of the break led to 2 subsequent smaller breaks in town.
it wouldn't have happened if the accident didn't happen, pretty much. And
Yeah.
I guess I don't understand why we have not tried to recoup our losses from the insurance company, or have we attempted to do that?
We had not attempted that through the insurance, because it was really, I know what you're saying, it's a chain of events that led to it happening.
Correct.
But the accident didn't cause the break. Improper backfill material caused the break.
Right, and
Yeah,
I understand that, but had the accident not happened, the water main wouldn't have broken, at least that night,
Yep.
and the rest of the system wouldn't have been, you know,
We can, if.
We'll
we think
see,
it's
I'll
necessary,
take a
then we
look
can
at,
pursue it.
we'll see about the insurance company, at least put a claim through.
Yeah.
Through their insurance, the operator's insurance, we'll have to get that information from the police department. If anything, perhaps we can mitigate some of the police details, because they were there because of the accident, which we could definitely articulate the fact that there were details there. But we'll take a look at it. I have not gotten the police report, but I will get the police report from the chief.
Okay,
Okay.
and would you let us know the
Yeah.
outcome of it, please? All right, thank you.
In the meanwhile, the bills that we did have.
No, no, and I understand
yeah,
that.
These were paid out of our operating budget, so this is just to put the money back into our
Right.
operating budget to get through the year out of reserve.
Right. It's just that, you know, when I did fire alarm work, we had pole damage that was done, and I replaced fire alarm boxes and stuff like that, that normally wouldn't have been repaired or replaced had it not been for the accident, and I've been lucky enough back in the day to collect the money, so.
We've got a pretty good relationship with an agency that helps us with insurance claims. I can pursue it with them.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Yeah, discussion. Councilor Marquetti.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, through you. So who determined that it was improper backfall?
When the excavation happened, we could visibly see the large boulders that were jabbed into the main. It was pretty evident once they exposed it. It's crazy. That's why we have standards now when we put new mains in. Unfortunate, very unfortunate.
Right?
Now, is there still repair work to be done on that property come spring? Or is
There
it-
may be some landscaping, some lumen seed type of situation.
All right. Okay.
Anything else? All's in favor? Opposed? 4-0. Motion to
I'll
adjourn.
make that a motion.
So moved. Second.
All's in favor?